XCN back with another XCN update for you guys. XCN sitting just under 180 mil market cap right now. 2047 for XCN. As I said, for me, rule of thumb, I think 100,000 XCN is a good bet to make. Never gonna tell anyone to overinvest here. I compared XCN to XRP, and you know, even though right now it seems almost impossible for something like that to take place, I think, you know, we have to dream more. We have to dream a little, right? Overall market right now sitting under Bitcoin sitting under 69K, had a nice move to 71K, and we're already starting to get sold off again. I'm not sure if this is going to be like the leg down. I think, you know, analysts like Benjamin Cohen thinks March, thinks that this month is going to be a good month for, you know, the overall market, and then we start to crash down. We're going to play it by ear, man. It's no way of telling, but like I said, I do have exposure to the market, not as much as I'd like, but I think trading these market conditions, just, getting your trade skills better is overall for me a smart decision to make. You never know if you could be if you're successful in terrible market conditions. Imagine how much more successful you'll be in good market conditions, right? That's just how I see it. And obviously bad market conditions, if you're not, you know, overly trading and looking for the next coin that'll pump, you're looking for long-term investments, well, these conditions are the time to start to DCA. At least start, in my opinion. You don't have to go toss your entire all the money that you have, you want to toss that into crypto right away. You don't have to do that. You could DCA over the course of a week, every 2 weeks, etc. Every now and again, you just buy some crypto. No need to rush. No need to overextend yourself, right? There's people, like I said, with like millions of XCN probably, and you know, they're holding, they got some stake, they got some for, spot holdings, some for trading, etc. And you know, you don't have to compete with people like that. You start small, you work your way up, right? Because everyone started somewhere, right? Some people got those, you know, did great this bull run. Some people did absolutely fantastic. Some people didn't make any money at all this previous cycle, right? Some people messed it up. Some people didn't walk away as much profit as they did. This is because, you know, everyone's trying to compare themselves to each other and try to compete with each other, right? Or not, you know, create this false sense of competing, right? Focus on yourself, focus on your goals, take it one step at a time, in my opinion, right? Why do I say this? Because guess what? You have 100,000 XC and it goes to 5 cents to 10 cents. That's $500 to 5K to 10K. 10K in crypto is a lot of money. Don't let them trick you and fool you to think that 10K in crypto is not a lot of money. It is. 10K in crypto could get to 50K, 30K to 50K to 100K. That's what the opportunity this space provides, right? So say you make 10K from XCN, maybe 20 to 30K, right? It goes to 18 to 30 cents. It's possible. You have 100,000 XCN, it goes to 10 to 30 cents, 10K to 30K. You de-risk 15K, you de-risk 5K. You keep a moon bag there just in case it moonshots to $1 on the long term. You take your moon bag amount, you pay off some debts, you treat yourself, and then you reinvest the rest back into the market. That's how you consistently compound your gains, right? I'm not sure what project you'll reinvest in. Maybe it could just be, you know, another big major altcoin, right? Maybe it could be another major, you know, you're bullish on. But maybe it could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Yeah, I don't know. That's when we get there. But for now, positioning into altcoins that do have potential for upside is just a smart bet for me. And you don't like I said, you don't have to over position right away. Slowly take your time and do it one step at a time, right? Let's take a look at the X for XCN here, see what we have, any updates, any new updates here. New version of XCN gas-free wallet is almost here. So they're working on the gas-free wallet, right? This was yesterday, right? So like I said, they're consistent with their updates. They're consistently building here. The team has their head down. What's not to like, man? What is, you know, the issue here? If we compare XCN to XRP, like I stated, I was so shocked at the time that I didn't even notice this. The people that were in crypto in any time like before 2016, man, you really had those crazy opportunities. Look at this, right? 2 zeros. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. 2015, right? Look at this. 2015. 2 zeros 4683. XRP's price was. What is XCN's price right now? 2 zeros 4793. right? Isn't that insane? That XRP was that cheap in 2015, and then all the way it went up to $3 in 2018. In like less than 3 years, 2 years and some months, it did that, man. That is insane, man. That is truly, utterly insane. Imagine XCN makes a move like that, and hits $1 per XCN, maybe $2 to $3 per XCN. It's possible. XRP has similar tokenomics, and it did that, right? The full supply of XRP is not unlocked, 61% circulating. Still not unlocked to this day, right? How much of percentage is that? That is 61% in circulation. How about XCN? How much does XCN have? 54% in circulation. Literally, even better tokenomics than XRP at this stage in time, right? Because back then it had, like in 2050, I'm sure it had way better tokenomics than XRP. Right now it has way better tokenomics than XRP, right? 69 billion max supply, 100 billion max supply, 61% circulating, 54% circulating at this price, at the cheapest price it's probably ever gonna be for a long time. Almost the cheapest, because it could drop to the 2 zeros, 3 2 zeros, 2 one more time, okay? But you get what I'm saying. And I think, like I said, man, it's possible. What's not possible about it? Just because you don't think it's possible, it's not. It's possible. It happened with XRP. XCN could be the next X coin, the next coin with an X in front of its name, that is as, cultish as XRP is. And I would love for that to happen. That way, I can make content and get 5,000 to 10,000 views per video like XRP content creators get. A lot of YouTubers that I know used to check out other altcoins, all they talk about now is XRP, because XRP's community watches crypto videos on another level, right? They're getting 10,000 to 50,000 to, not 100,000, but 10,000 to around 50,000 views per video on XRP videos. They don't want to talk about any other altcoin, because as a content creator, what are you supposed to get? Views. The more views you get, the more money you make. So even content creators that used to talk about other altcoins, they deleted all their other altcoin videos, and all they do now is talk about XRP. Because XRP, the XRP community, they got into the algorithm of XRP. So that's all they're talking about now. What I would love, instead of me trying to get into the XRP algorithm, how about XCN recreates that? How about XCN becomes, creates that, where anybody talks about XCN gets 10,000 views per video, 20,000 views per video. All the people making XCN videos now are the next generation of the XRP community, right? Or not the XRP, but the next generation of the cult-like project, where anybody that does get into the algorithm could get 10,000 to 20,000 views per video, and then XCN is sitting around $1, right? I'm saying, what's stopping it? It's the same price that XRP was in 2015. The XRP content creators that y'all see getting 10 to 30,000, they wasn't getting that views back here in 2015. They were just getting like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, less than 1,000 views, right? And then it went on its massive run. Everybody talk about XRP, $3. That's a life-changing trade, man. From $500 to 300K. That is life-changing, man. I'm not shocked that people talk about it the way that they do. That is a life-changing trade. And XCN could recreate that. $500 to 100,000, 200, 300,000. Better tokenomics than XRP. So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously, I'm bullish on XRP. Don't get me wrong. I'm just looking for opportunity for my subscribers to make money as well. I'm bullish on XRP, right? But I'm just saying, like, the upside for XCN is there. It's obviously it's not guaranteed, but it's there. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join my Discord, follow me on X, and also watch and subscribe to my Clips channel in the description. All of those links are in the description. Click them, man. Click support. None of this is financial advice. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one.